Today I want to start this video with this very nice prediction that we made in our previous YouTube update. And what I said was that we had one resistance above us at $106,200 and one support area below us around $100,000. And what I wanted to see was a move up first to our resistance level, to then see a drop to the downside to our massive support area around $100,000, to then see a very nice bounce to the upside and a new all-time high on Bitcoin. And what happened, if I show you, well, that's actually exactly what happened. We got the move up to our resistance, again, $106,200. We got the drop to our support area to then get a massive bounce to the upside. And what did we do? Of course, we shorted the highs with an entry price just above $106,000 and a take profit too at $100,000. And then for the long position, again, same thing, an entry price just above $100,000 and a take profit at $108,700. So back to the charts, what I want to do today is actually a very quick update simply because I don't see any very obvious trades. So the first thing that I want to say is that as you've had a lot of volatility on Bitcoin, we had the big drop, a big pump, and then another big drop to the downside. My expectation would be that we don't get a straight move to the upside or to the downside. So again, in my view, Bitcoin will actually go sideways for the coming days before choosing to go either higher or lower on the charts. Personally, very quickly, my bias does remain to the upside. I would love to see my target at $114,000 hit. But with that said, what potential setups do we have upcoming in the future? Well, as we will have a range, again, that's just my view on Bitcoin, the first thing that I would do is mark out the low of this range just below $100,000 and the high of this range pretty much at $110,000. Now with that said, I don't really believe that these will offer trades. So for example, a swing failure pattern of the high or a swing failure pattern of the lows, but just be aware of these scenarios in case, for example, we do come down, take out the low and then reverse to the upside. But again, as I said, I don't find these scenarios to be very likely. What I do find likely is that what I'm seeing right here on the charts is a potential triangle that will be formed on Bitcoin. So if you connect these two lows, this would be the low of your triangle, and at the highs, we could maybe have something like this. So with that said, for potential long or even short position, what I would love to see is maybe a triangle form, as I've been saying. So if I just fix this trend line a bit, maybe it will be a bit lower. So if we see a triangle, and then we get a fake out to the downside and a reclaim of the triangle, then this could offer a very nice long position for a reversal to the upside and a move to our major target again at $114,000. But just be aware of the potential short position in case we, for example, get a fake out of the high of the triangle and then come back down into it and drop much lower and lose $99,400. Now again, personally at this point, I don't believe that Bitcoin is ready to drop much lower. I would love to see one last leg to the upside. And the context is very important. Just remember what I said in the previous update. Bitcoin is, again, in my opinion, is in a 5-wave move. So what we have will be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then after this, we might be ready to get a much bigger correction to the downside to correct this entire wave 1, get a wave 2, and then we could maybe move up in wave 3 much higher. But the first thing that you should focus on, of course, is this potential wave 2 that might come in case we do see the move higher to our target and we do see a reaction at the highs. So with this in mind, as I said, this would be a very quick update. So if we go back on the lower time frames, since we've had two very big moves on Bitcoin, well, 3 actually, a big drop, a big pump, and then a big drop, I don't really expect Bitcoin to move straight up or straight down. So what we could get is again a triangle. And if this does indeed form and we get a fake out to the downside, a reclaim of the triangle, this could offer a nice long position for a move much higher on Bitcoin and reach our major target at $114,000. Now with that said, if Bitcoin does move lower and loses $99,400, so does something like this maybe, then at this point, this would be very bearish on Bitcoin, and I would expect a move back towards $92,000 probably. So with all of that said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this update. Personally, I would not be forcing any trades right here simply because I don't see any very strong trading levels. And as you've had very big moves on Bitcoin, I think it's time for price to go sideways. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will simply miss a trade. But again, after these very big moves, I just don't think that it makes sense to expect a straight move up or a straight move down. So if you found this update helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.